I had already fought this battle learning my fertility. I had been married for about a year. Prior to getting married, we took natural family planning classes. I had a basic awareness because I lived on a dairy farm, and I understood that there were fertile patterns in the animals. I understood that you couldn't get pregnant always. I understood that, there were times that you could get pregnant, you couldn't. I understood the cyclical natural nature of how fertility works a little bit, but that was very outside the norm as well. When I began to talk about this a little bit in campus ministry with the younger women in our ministry program, it became very clear that I was not the only one that didn't know much, and it became very clear I was actually the expert, which was a terrifying realization, to realize that I knew very little, but they knew even less. And these were women that were women's studies majors, that were very involved in the women's movement, that very strongly believed that we needed to end the male normative culture, that we needed to bring back women's empowerment, that women should be at the highest positions. But they didn't know how to tell when they ovulated. And they didn't know that these things would happen in pregnancy. And they didn't know that they'd naturally lactate, or they didn't know anything about anything. They didn't know anything about their womanhood, about their identity, about themselves. And these were girls that cared. They wanted to know. And so this led to a realization and some righteous frustration and anger of, what is going on? Why don't we know these things? Calling health services on campus, like, why aren't you teaching this stuff? And them saying, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was the only one on campus with a baby. I was walking around campus with my little baby, and that was already quite a scene. People were stopping, and what is a baby doing on campus? It was like I dropped a snake or something, like, that's a baby, it's alive. So as I was walking around campus and realizing just how poorly set up our campus was, I felt compelled to reach out to Feminists for Life, and I got to know that organization a little bit at that time. And we brought, at the time, a Feminists for Life speaker, Sally Wynn, to our campus, and she did what was called a campus outreach. Is that what their program is called? Where they come in and I can't remember it, but it's on their website. They come in and they assess your campus to see how child-friendly is this, how mother-friendly is this campus, and ours failed miserably. It was so bad. And so I got involved with the Women's Studies program at that point, and I said, we all care about women. Yeah, we care. And they like, yeah, we care. And so the Women's Studies program and I found a collaboration, and we collaborated on the project of creating lactation rooms on our campus, because I was a breastfeeding mother on this college campus, and I found common ground with them. We were able to agree on a point that pretty much everything else we disagreed on, but we agreed on the fact that women deserve to have the right to breastfeed on our college campus. And so we established lactation rooms. We're way back in about 2003, so we were way ahead of the curve of everybody else. That was awesome. But that left a lasting impression on me, that even though we were politically very divided, that we didn't agree on much of anything, that when it came to the issue of abortion, I'm probably praying in front of the clinic when she's going into the clinic. Like, we were really on opposite sides on that issue. We could agree on that what our body was naturally doing in the instance of breastfeeding was really beautiful and deserved respect and understanding. And it began a relationship, and it began a conversation. When we lead with the issue of abortion, when we start all of our conversations with how much we disagree on the issue of abortion, we have just handed the losing proposition. They will never engage beyond that issue. Because for some reason, there is a deeply held emotional, psychological, some sort of wound that has attached itself to them that they cannot admit the truth about abortion. However, they can admit the truth about the beauty of breastfeeding. They can admit the truth about the beauty of their fertility. Many of them are coming to respect and honor their fertility. Abortion is going to be coming very soon. When you can understand and respect that the female body was created with great dignity and great purpose and intention, that women have human dignity not because we do what men can do, not because we're equal and we're able to climb the corporate ladder. We have equal human dignity as women because our bodies were created exactly how they're supposed to operate.